issues that has to do with rivers, even matters that are supposed to be heard by River State High Court, or matters that are supposed to be in Federal High Court Rivers, they transfer all of them to Federal High Court, where there are 4 individuals who have been stationed to hear only pro-Wike cases, and you can predict them.
Ugochinyere has fallen out again, frown against what is happening in the judicial system of this country lately, and he said that 4 judges has been positioned to do the pro-Wike's group bidding. In fact, that they have even started celebrating before the case is even heard. And when you now enter into the court, 2 seconds, bae, you will see things happening yaga with speed, and they will not give the other people fair hearing. In fact, that their plan now is to seize the allocation that is going to River State, which is going to throw the state into anarchy, which is not acceptable according to him. And he's calling on NBA and every well-meaning Nigeria to stand and speak against this thing before it bursts. In fact, he said that every case that is coming about River State that is being positioned to be handled by these same 4 judges, and immediately he got into their hands, 2 seconds, they go just deliver. In fact, let me allow you to listen to Ugochinyere and hear directly from him. But as you listen, keep on sharing and do well to subscribe to my channel for more updates. Let's go there.
When we received the intelligence that the pro-Wike group have perfected the arrangement to use the Federal High Court to seize the statutory sovereign constitutional revenue of the people of Rivers State and starve everybody in Rivers today, many did not believe. And that they are going to ensure that the matter is heard and concluded today and judgment delivered. Today, everybody have seen it. The judge came into the court. Everything she refused kept on running inside her chamber and out. That everything must be heard and decided today. In minutes, they were happening. If you go by the provision of the Federal High Court rules and the Constitution, everybody has the right of reply. Even in a matter that was filed and served to people inside the court, the lawyers, the judge refused them to even file their own reply. Even if you wanted accelerated hearing, you could have given them 1 day, 2 days, or even allowed them 2-3 hours. But you say you don't want to listen to them, and you went into hearing. And when you people do all these things, you want those judgments to be respected. But the process, the procedure is manifestly shown to be biased. Petitions have been written against her to recuse herself, going by past, judgments and ruling they have been doing at the Federal High Court for pro-Wike group. Things that have shown high level of judicial strangeness. Nigerians are watching. This is the People's Federal High Court. It's not a private property of anybody. Judges will come and go. But it's an institution that the people must have solace and comfort and confidence inside. It's not about judgment. It's about the confidence and the belief that justice has been done. Those pronouncements must go to the heartbeat of the quest for justice, which is what the court is all about. Applications from political matters, expert application, almost over 32 in federal court, and assigned to the same specific people. Even when matters are before other judges, they go and remove it and give to these particular people. Is this what Justice Soho wants to be remembered for? Are we going to now elevate building of houses for judges more than the issue of justice? And I want lawyers, especially MBA in Port Harcourt and Abuja, you done too, you have a right. Your institution is under attack. These things are things that lead to lack of confidence. We can't, because of one man's desperate interest, reduce institutions our forefathers gave to us. For what? You want to seize the statutory revenue of an arm of government. The other day they burnt some arm of government. Nothing has happened up to today. IG have not done anything. President have not condemned it. Now the next one is that you want to seize the statutory revenue of an arm of government so they can throw that state into anarchy and burn it to the ground. And you want Rivers people to clap for you, and you want Nigerians to clap for you. And in order to do it, you drag in our court. The other day they said decampment is a pre-election matter. Just to favor one man. I think we all keep quiet as opposition, as Nigerians. And I want lawyers. It's your profession that is under attack. NJC must audit all these rulings and expert applications on Rivers. It's becoming embarrassing. It's becoming embarrassing. I said it 2 years ago that the next plan is to seize those statutory revenue of the state and local government and you think that can lead to removing Fubara from office, you're suffering innocent Rivers people. It's an arm of government. You can't undermine it. If you have the numbers, if you have the legitimacy, you go for impeachment. You cannot see a revenue that will be used to pay workers, to pay nurses, teachers. I said it 2 years ago that the next plan is to seize those statutory revenue of the state and local government, and you think that can lead to removing Fubara from office, you're suffering innocent Rivers people. It's an arm of government. You can't undermine it. If you have the numbers, if you have the legitimacy, you go for impeachment. You cannot see a revenue that will be used to pay workers, to pay nurses, teachers, that will be used to do road, that will be used to maintain security. What is the primary responsibility of government under Section 14? Protection of lives and property. You want to seize that statutory revenue and make sure that that primary constitutional function is not going to be carried out. Or you want to use an order of court to stop it. That cannot stop the functions of the Constitution. Doesn't matter what you do. Those revenue are sovereign, they are constitutional. It is not Fubara's revenue. It's a revenue with which a teacher will be paid after working for 2 months or 1 month. It's the revenue doctors will be used to pay for. It's the revenue that will get books for students in hospitals, in schools. It's the money from which the state will provide medicine and medical equipment for hospital. These are statutory payments. You want to, well, Federal High Court wants to seize it, so teachers will not receive salary, workers will not be paid. What is their own offense? So you think by doing that, that will help Wike and their group to take Rivers back? It's not Fubara's revenue. The people will rise when you do that. It's against public interest. You can't do that, you don't have that power. Because the constitutional revenue. But work on cutting all this madness left, right, and center. Because one man thinks that democracy and the people of Rivers State are in his pocket. So he wants to retrieve his property. As who? As who? And we have to bring down our judicial institutions, our security institutions. You say you're from Rivers, but you want to burn down Rivers. Local government headquarters have been burnt and bombed. People have been killed. Now you are aiming, because Rivers State have not died, you now want to seize the statutory revenue of Rivers State, so that the people can start dropping dead on the street because you are chasing Fubara. So teachers will not be paid, workers will not be paid. An election that was constitutional, instead of you going to the tribunal or going to somewhere, you now want the federal government. First, you moved your supporters to APC, so that APC can help you to impeach a governor. When that failed, you said they are back to PDP. People who defected before the very eyes of every Nigerian. But Federal High Court Abuja did not see it. And those cases, John Soho keeps assigning it to those particular judges. And nobody sees anything wrong with all these things. Respect is end. Respect is end. Especially when it has to do with public institutions. It's not your own. Decampment from one political party to another is pre-election matter. Now, as we are coming up from that one, you give another election should not hold. As we are coming up from that one, you now want to give an order that the allocation of Rivers people should be seized. Under which law? Was it not the same thing Tinubu and Obasanjo battled for, that went up to Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court ruled against the federal government and released those monies to Lagos State government? We're going to go back to those days again? Because of Nyesom Wike and his group. So, I have said this before. When we got this intelligence that they were celebrating, that the matter will be heard and concluded. And people went inside court. Application for joinder, rejected immediately. Application for them to reply what was filed against them, rejected, they can't file. Stop for a proceeding, no. Appeal have been transmitted. Court of Appeal is to sit on the matter. And you want to give an order to seize the allocation for a subject matter that is before the appeal court, some are before the Supreme Court. This will not work. And I want to appeal to NJC. We can't continue like this. People have started talking. It's very predictable. It's obvious what is going on. So today, Justice Obehi Abdelmalik Joyce decided to proceed against all known principle and order. Falana and the people basically walked out from the court. Right of reply. No, you can't reply. Join that. No, you can't join. I must hear it today and finish it. What are you running for? Where are you going to? Matter have been transmitted to appeal court. So when people do these things that are manifestly wrong, we seek for obedience to them. Like a man coming into your house with a court order to rape your mother. At this, he will succeed. There are certain things that we should not. Because of one man, the people of Rivers is going to resist this when anybody does it. I can tell you that. Because it is a constitutional revenue. So what will happen to the teacher? What will happen to the worker? What will happen to security of that state? The bombing of the local government headquarters is not enough. The crisis, the killings is not enough. Now to start the entire state, let me see how this will happen again. This anarchy people are looking for, they will get it. They will get it. But those who live in Glasshouse should not throw stone. These are the crises of the 60s and the 80s. Federal institutions interfering in this constitutional process, other left, right, and center, security agencies, going outside their jobs and so on and so forth, just to please those in Abuja. Without those in Abuja, know that those who are doing it are those who are fighting for their political relevance in their state, from Kano to Rivers to every part of the country. When it boomerangs, it is those who are keeping quiet today that will suffer it more. Then you need the support of citizens. The same citizens that are watching what you are doing now. So I want to call on the NJC and the Supreme Court not to wait until petitions have been written up till now, and these judges has continued to sit on this matter despite their manifest bias on issues that has to do with Rivers. Even matters that are supposed to be had by Rivers State High Court, or matters that are supposed to be in Federal High Court Rivers, they transfer all of them to Federal High Court, where there are 4 individuals who have been stationed to hear only pro-Wike cases, and you can predict them. They file before 30 minutes there's an ex-parte. Even when there's a rule of political ex-parte, they don't want anybody to be heard. This has to stop. This has to stop. These lawmakers have left their political party. Nobody saw it. Constitution is very clear. It's a constitutional provision, it's automatic. But somebody wants to use the judiciary to give them legitimacy to continue to cause nuisance. What are we fighting over? That we should allow you, that those who have decamped and lost their seat should come and impeach the governor? That's why we are running around this circle. Come and do it and let us see. Get everything you want, but come and let's see how it will work. We will end up destroying everything that we didn't build. This is what these anarchies and crisis people are pushing will lead to. And that's why we're saying it's time to apply bread. Let the judiciary stand firm and do the right thing. It does not matter who is in way. It does not matter whether the person is building houses for you. Our institution must be sacred and protected. And this is the time to protect it. Or else you will make it obvious before Nigerians that there is no institution.
Confirm now, it is no longer news that serious complaint of misconduct has been increasing against the judicial system of this country. And this whole thing started immediately after 2023 presidential election. And since then, it has been increasing more and more. Most people have complained about what is going on lately in the judicial system of this country. And if you are sincere to yourself, if you look closely, you will understand that there is something wrong somewhere. In fact, the most recent one is that the place Wike said that he is going to build a house for judges has been alleged that that land belonged to Julius Berger, and Wike revoked it. But do you know what happened? That during the flag off, they said that Wike invited the CJN to flag off that project. You understand? And when you look into that, you know that people are complaining seriously. But anyway, Sha, I will allow you to share your thoughts on the comment section. And of course, you know the vibe now. Click on that subscribe button, follow, and share for more updates. Because like this, we